were you yourself personally manhandled in any way?
Well, I was surrounded by, as I said, a bunch of policewomen in a ring who were pushing and shoving me and not allowing me to move. So they were standing very close to me, pushing me, not allowing me to move. And thereafter, when I tried to move, yes, between all of them, they did manhandle me, and so did the men standing around, which is why you see me shouting at them.
Right. Now, what do you make of all this, Priyanka? Because,
I want to ask you what you make of it, because an incident has occurred. A minister's son has run over farmers. Farmers are dead. We've seen the horrendous visual. That man has not been arrested. His father has not resigned. And you are arresting every political leader that is attempting to reach there just to show solidarity with the people who are suffering. So if this is the state of our nation, firstly, not just a political leader, but anybody is allowed to show solidarity, is allowed to speak on behalf of an issue that he wants to speak about, and cannot be prevented from moving around. I mean, this is not the first time this has happened to me. Every time, even during the NRC and CA agitation, when I attempted simply to go to a residential colony in Lucknow and meet the old wife and mother of Mr. Darapuri, exactly the same behavior ensued. What does that mean? How was I going to cause a riot or going to cause a problem in that place? I was simply going to somebody's house. This is just a complete collapse of democratic process, legal process in this state. We have charge-sheeted criminals who are ministers who are not resigning. We have a man who has killed others who is not arrested. But we have every single political leader who is simply going to show some sympathy arrested. That should show you the state of Uttar Pradesh at this moment.
Right. I actually wanted to ask you about that because the argument from the Prashasan or the administration always is that if political leaders go there, it will add to the tension in that area.
Well, they should give me at least one instance where I've added to the tension in an area since I've been working here for the last 2 years. I mean, you cannot just assume.
Right.
And you cannot be selective.
And the other question, of course, which comes up is the fact that, this is being done by the opposition to do politicking at a time when there's been this terrible incident. Opposition is going there to politic, to sort of gain political traction.
Firstly, I don't understand this term because we are all in politics. Right? Our job is to raise the voice of those who are suffering, those who are in pain, and to highlight what the government is doing wrong if we are in the opposition. So every time we raise our voice, every time we raise an issue, every time we stand for someone who is in pain, every time whether it is the family of the young girl in Hathras, whom they treated horrendously and heinous crimes were committed against her, or these crimes here, or the ones in Sonbhadra, where people were just indiscriminately shot by the police and the land mafia there. Every time we raise an issue, we are playing politics.